Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, on the island of Seriphos, there lived a brave man who wasn't afraid of anything or anyone. His name was Perseus. The king of Seriphos, Polydectes, had fallen in love with Perseus' mother, Danae, and wanted to marry her. But Perseus didn't approve and stood in his way. So the evil king came up with a cunning plan to get rid of Perseus. Polydectes would give him an impossible quest to bring back the head of the horrible Medusa. Medusa was a terrible and frightening sea monster, with snakes around her waist and on top of her head instead of hair. But worst of all, Medusa's gaze was so horrible that anyone who saw her was immediately turned to stone. Setting out on his quest, Perseus realized that he had no idea where to find Medusa or how to kill her once he found her. Luckily, he had some help from the goddess Athena and the god Hermes. They gave him Hades' helm of darkness that made him invisible, a shield that could reflect anything, a sharp sword to cut off Medusa's head, a magic satchel to put it in, and finally some winged sandals so he could fly. Athena also told him how to find Medusa, and showed him the way to the Grey Sisters, who were the only ones who knew where the monster lived. The sisters were 3 old, haggard women who shared a tooth and an eye between them. The Grey Sisters wouldn't tell Perseus where to find the Medusa, so while they were exchanging their eye, Perseus saw his chance. He snatched the eye and refused to return it until he got what he wanted. The Grey Sisters told Perseus to look for Medusa across the ocean on a rocky island in the middle of the sea. Perseus eventually reached Medusa's rocky island. He put on Hades' helm of darkness. Completely invisible, he got close to Medusa and, looking at her face through polished shield, cut off her head. Quest completed, Perseus set off for home on his winged sandals. Meanwhile, King Polydectes had tried and failed to convince Danae to become his wife. The king decided to sacrifice Danae to the goddess Athena. Perseus arrived just in time to save her. King Polydectes, seeing Perseus and convinced that he had failed in his quest, demanded to see Medusa's head. Polydectes immediately turned to stone. Perseus didn't forget the help that Athena had given him and made her a present of Medusa's head, which the goddess placed on her shield. Many years later, when Perseus died, Athena turned him into a constellation so that people would always remember Perseus' courage.